Canelo Alvarez is considered boxing's best active fighter today. However, many questions are now starting to surface about his heart and commitment on truly being the best boxer in the game today. My name is Vernon F. Miller, and this is Sports News Stream, where we provide the latest content in sports. Please, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button so you can be notified of all the latest content we upload. And if you're already a subscriber, thank you. And please leave a comment along with hitting the like button. We respond to all comments. Well, sources close to the Canelo camp are now confirming that Canelo and De La Hoya are no longer speaking unless it's through their attorneys. And this is because of several reasons, but the main reason is because Canelo was stripped of his IBF middleweight championship belt recently, and it was because he refused to fight the mandatory Derevchenko, and instead he decided to fight Kovalev, which in turn the IBF governing body decided to strip him of his title, and he blamed that on Oscar De La Hoya, stating he and his team had no idea that he was supposed to be defending his IBF title, and Oscar De La Hoya and his team never notified Canelo and his people, which I'm pretty sure if you have a smartphone or something to that effect and you're in boxing, I'm pretty sure you're following the boxing news, you're within the boxing world. I'm pretty sure somebody or some type of news feed would have came across your timeline or social media platform letting you know that the IBF was requesting your services against one Derevchenko. But again, I digress. Later on, he was stripped of his WBC middleweight championship because he pretty much was avoiding Jamar Charlo. Now, mind you, these individuals are the creams of the crops of these divisions that serious boxing fans want to see Canelo Alvarez fight. And for some reason, whatever reason, he has taken the lighter road, whether it's an easier fight, whether it's a bigger payday, or a combination of both. Canelo Alvarez has definitely taken the least strenuous road to victory. Now, with that being said, Oscar De La Hoya has personally committed to DAZN that for at the very least, Canelo Alvarez would be fighting Triple G again later on in the year, which was last year, which that never came to fruition. De La Hoya also went on an interview with TMZ stating that at the very least, Canelo Alvarez would be fighting Danny Jacobs, Triple G, Jamar Charlo, and Demetrius Andrews, all within the upcoming year. And the only thing that came to fruition, I believe, was a Danny Jacobs fight. And now a lot of individuals, Mexican counterparts, are now starting to feel some type of way, because if you know anything about boxing, Mexican boxers consider themselves warriors. They don't back down from anyone. They'll fight anyone, anytime, any place, anywhere. And Canelo Alvarez is not representing that culture at all. Um, in my personal opinion, I think Canelo Alvarez is a very good fighter. He's not a Julio Cesar Chavez and Antonio Barrera and Manuel Marquez. He's not any of those individuals whatsoever. I don't even think he's an Oscar De La Hoya, to be quite clear. I mean, there may be some individuals out there who may not have liked Oscar De La Hoya's pretty boy style or pretty face, whatever that was tagged onto him, whatever nickname that was tagged onto him. But one thing you could not say about Oscar De La Hoya, you could not call him a coward, a cherry picker, or a ducker. Oscar De La Hoya fought Bernard Hopkins, Sugar Shane Mosley twice, Ike Forte, Fernando Vargas, Felix Trinidad, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker. He fought Julio Cesar Chavez. He fought whoever was in the vicinity. That's one thing I have to credit Oscar De La Hoya. Win, lose, or draw, he got in the ring and he was ready to fight. And Canelo Alvarez is definitely the opposite of that right now. And I believe Oscar De La Hoya said in a statement that if Canelo Alvarez, and I believe this was quoted also from my man, shout out to boxing, Dante's Boxing Nation, if he wants to be quoted as one of the greats among the greats, he's going to have to fight the likes of Demetrius Andrews. He's going to have to fight Charlo. He's going to probably have to fight Triple G again, just to cement his legacy, especially within the Mexican culture. And I just don't see that happening. He'd rather fight the Lito Muratas and the BJ Saunders, especially now that the BJ Saunders, he has a title. And he probably feels this is a fight that he can win, which is fine. If you feel that's a fight you can win, because you're supposed to be confident walking into the ring. But Canelo Alvarez is in his prime right now. He's a Mexican fighter, and he has individuals that are now in front of him that he should be fighting. He definitely should be fighting. So it's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. Again, Oscar De La Hoya and Canelo Alvarez are not speaking on any type of level. They're going through attorneys. It's going to be interesting how this plays out with Golden Boy Promotions and DAZN and Canelo Alvarez's camp on how these guys come together for future fights. From my understanding right now, it looks like most likely Billy Joe Saunders will probably be the leading candidate for the next fight on Canelo Alvarez's radar. He's probably aiming towards a Cinco de Mayo fight date. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Let me know what you think in the comment boxes below. Do you consider Canelo Alvarez a true Mexican warrior fighter? I'm going to be honest, I don't. When you compare it to other fighters, Mexican fighters. Manuel Marquez was critical of him, and Canelo Alvarez felt some type of way about that so bad that he challenged Manuel Marquez to a fight. So, I believe Marquez at the very max was welterweight at 147. So that's just letting you know the mentality of Canelo Alvarez. I don't think Canelo Alvarez is a true Mexican warrior fighter. I think he's slightly overrated. He's a good fighter. I don't consider him the best fighter in the world by any stretch of the means. So with that being said, we're on to the next one. Thanks for all the love and support.